In the ancient Oyo kingdom was a village called Iraniji. This village, known for its vibrant markets and bustling community, held stories and secrets as old as time itself. Among the villagers was an old hunter named Adegoke, once a robust and respected figure. Adegoke had fallen on hard times. His family had perished in a tragic accident many years ago, leaving him alone and destitute. His once keen eyesight had dimmed, and his steady hands had begun to tremble with age. Unable to hunt, he was forced to beg for food, shuffling through the village with a cane, his hollow eyes pleading for mercy. But the villagers of Iragbiji had grown indifferent to Adegoke's plight. They saw him as a reminder of their own potential frailty and chose to ignore his outstretched hand. His days were filled with hunger and loneliness, a stark contrast to the days of his youth, when he roamed the forest with strength and pride. One day, as Adegoke sat at the edge of the marketplace, weak from hunger and the burning sun, "Ẹ dákun, ẹ ṣàánú mi pẹ̀lú nǹkan tí mo lè jẹ," he said. The passers-by responded, saying, "Ẹ kóṣì dànù jàre, bàbá ọlọ́bùn. Ẹ má wá lé kọ́sítọ́mà wa lọ pẹ̀lú ọ̀bùn yín." A young maiden named Aduni noticed him. Aduni, a compassionate and spirited girl of 20, had a heart as generous as the river that flowed beside their village. She watched the old man for a while, her heart aching at the sight of his suffering. Ignoring the whispers and disapproving glances of the other villagers, Aduni approached Adegoke. She offered him a bowl of steaming yam porridge, her eyes filled with kindness. "Ẹ jẹun bàbá," she said softly, placing the bowl in his trembling hands. Adegoke looked up, his eyes welling with tears. "Ó ṣé ọmọ yìí, Ọlọ́run á bá mi wò ẹ́ dàgbà, Ọlọ́run á tọ́jú ẹ fún mi." From that day on, Aduni brought food to Adegoke daily. She would sit with him, listening to the stories of his youth, tales of bravery and adventures in the wild forests. Despite the protests of her grandmother, who feared the villagers' scorn, Aduni eventually brought Adegoke into her home. She cared for him as if he were her own king, tending to his needs with unwavering dedication. As days turned into months, Adegoke's health began to fail, but he was content, surrounded by the warmth of Aduni's kindness. One evening, sensing his time was near, Adegoke called Aduni to his bedside. "Aduni mi," he whispered, his voice frail but clear. "Mi ò lè san gbogbo oore tó o ti ṣe fún mi padà, ṣùgbọ́n wọ́n bù ọ́ lẹ́bùn kékeré kan." He reached under his tattered blanket and pulled out a worn leather pouch. From it, he retrieved an old bracelet, simple yet beautifully crafted. It glimmered faintly in the dim light. Ṣọ́rẹ́ ẹ̀gbà ọwọ́ mi yìí, ó ti wà nínú ìran wa láti ayé àwọn baba ńlá mi. Adégòkè explained. Wọ́n ní a máa móríire bá ẹni tó bá ń wọ̀ ọ́. Adunni accepted the bracelet with gratitude, fastening it around her wrist. She felt a strange warmth emanate from it, a sensation that filled her with an unexplainable sense of hope and promise. Adégòkè passed away that night, his soul at peace. Adunni mourned his loss deeply, but she cherished the bracelet he had given her, wearing it always. In the weeks and months that followed, Adunni began to notice a change. A modest garden flourished, yielding bountiful harvests. A small weaving business prospered, her fabrics becoming highly sought after in the market. Everything she touched seemed to turn to gold. Word of Adunni's newfound success spread throughout Iragbiji. People marveled at her prosperity, and those who had once shunned her and Adégòkè now sought her friendship and advice. Adunni remained humble, attributing her good fortune to the kindness and lessons she had learned from the old hunter. In time, Adunni became one of the wealthiest and most respected women in the village. She never forgot Adégòkè's gifts, not just the bracelet, but the invaluable lesson that compassion and generosity are the true sources of wealth. And so, the story of the old hunter and the young maiden became a cherished legend in Iragbiji. A reminder that kindness has the power to transform lives and bring fortune beyond measure.